All right, so let's prove this identity. So I think let's work with the right-hand side. So on the right-hand side, we have 1 minus cos, 1 plus cos, raised to the power half. Now it's important to note that power half is just the same as the square root. So we say square root of 1 minus cos over 1 plus cos. So what we can do is we can rationalize what we have inside the square root. So let's just extend the square root like this. So if we're rationalizing, we're multiplying it by the conjugate of the denominator. The denominator is 1 plus cos, so its conjugate is 1 minus cos, divided by 1 minus cos. So let's see what this gives us. Let's expand everything. So in the numerator, we're saying 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times negative cos is negative cos. And then, since these two are the same, I can just say these two are the same. 1 minus cos is the same, squared, like that. It's much better this way. In the denominator, 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times negative cos is negative cos. Cos times 1 is cos, and cos times cos is negative cos square theta. So first of all, these two can cancel out. 1 is positive, 1 is negative. So I can split the square root to the numerator. 1 minus cos theta squared, and the same square root will be going to the denominator, and in the denominator we're remaining with 1 minus cos square theta, like that. So in the numerator, the square root can cancel with the square. That leaves us with 1 minus cos. In the denominator, we have the square root of 1 minus cos theta. Now, just a quick reminder. We know that sine square plus cos square is equals to 1. So this means that sine square is equals to 1 minus cos square. Now, if I introduce a square root to both sides, what does this mean? Square root cancels square, meaning that sine is equals to the square root of 1 minus cos square theta. So that's the denominator that we have there, the square root of 1 minus cos square. That means that I can just replace that with sine, according to this identity here. So if I do that, then I can split the denominator. I can say 1 over sine minus cos over sine, like that. Then 1 over sine is a cosec. It's a cosec. Let's redo it. Let's write it properly. So 1 over sine is a cosec, and cos over sine is a cot. So there we have it. We have produced the left-hand side.